Which advanced stats compare batters across eras? Imagine trying to compare a player from the 1920s to one today. The game has changed so much that just looking at batting averages or home runs isn't enough. That's where advanced stats come in. These numbers help us see past the surface and understand how good a hitter really was, no matter when they played. They adjust for things like ballpark sizes, league scoring levels, and the overall style of play in different eras. So, instead of just counting hits or RBIs, we look at metrics that level the playing field. One of the most useful stats for this is OPS+. It combines on base percentage and slugging percentage, then adjusts for league and park effects. If a player has an OPS+ of 140, that means they performed 40% better than the average player in their league and era. This makes it easier to compare players from different times because it accounts for how the game was played back then. Another key stat is weighted runs created plus. It measures a player's total offensive contribution by considering all ways they can create runs, like walks, singles, doubles, and home runs. It's scaled so that 100 is average. A player with 160 was 60% better than the typical hitter of their time. Wins above replacement is also important. It estimates how many more wins a player adds to their team compared to a replacement-level player. It combines offense, base running, and defense, giving a full picture of a player's overall value. Because it adjusts for era and ballpark factors, you can compare a power hitter from the 1950s with a modern slugger fairly. Traditional stats like batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage are still used, but in their adjusted forms or combined into metrics like OPS. They help provide context for a player's raw numbers. For example, Babe Ruth's OPS+ of 206 shows he was more than twice as productive as the average player in his era. When comparing players across different times, these advanced stats give a clearer view of who truly made an impact. In short, OPS+ and weighted runs created plus are the main tools for cross-era comparisons because they normalize performance for external factors. Wins above replacement adds a broader perspective by including defense and base running. These numbers help us see past the differences in eras and understand how players really contributed to their teams.